Hey guys, it's Babs. I'm back. I wanted to do that video I was telling you guys about, just going through my collection and seeing what hypothetically I would, like if I were to lose all my makeup, what would I repurchase immediately? It's something I've been wanting to do for like over a year. But I still had stuff in my collection that I wasn't even sure I liked. But now I know I like everything I own, but do I love everything I own? I don't think so. So, what would I buy immediately? So, yeah, like I said, I like everything. So just know that. So when I talk about this, this isn't a declutter video, although I might mention a couple things I'm thinking about decluttering, because I've tried some things for the past few months that I'm like, I could live without that. I don't need that. I don't think that's the best quality I could have. Anyway, that's a side note. Forgive me for my nails. They're not the prettiest right now. But anyway, let's get into it. So I'm starting off with my winter capsule. I think I'm gonna do like a monthly capsule instead, just because I have a lot of eyeshadows that I want to use, and I feel like upcoming holidays and stuff in the next couple months will definitely help me to rotate through my collection. But anyway, this is my winter collection or winter capsule, and I have, in my last video I showed you guys, I only had 3 out, but I've added this one since. So before it was this one, and then it was this one. I didn't say anything about this one last time being in my winter collection, but I kept it. And then the Soft Glam, my Petri dish, as I dubbed it. So we'll start with this guy. So I added this one in there because it's a little Rachel Zoe with Lorac Hollywood Glamour Millie palette. So I like this palette, and I love the size of it. Look how tiny it is. It's like even smaller than the viseart. And those are pretty small. The only thing, okay, so I like this. Like I said, everything I own I like. However, if I were to lose everything, I would not repurchase this. And as much as I love like how tiny it is, how compact, how travel friendly it is, it's just not like, when I think about putting it on my eyes, I don't get like super excited. It's just more of like, I know I'm gonna get a good look out of this. I love using it, but like there's nothing in here that I would absolutely miss if I lost it, or you know, there was a fire or something, God forbid. Next we'll do this Viseart Paris Etoile. And again, sorry if I'm out of breath. I'm 8 months pregnant now, so like all the air in my lungs are like compressed. My lungs are compressed, so I feel like the air is like being pushed out constantly. Anyway, so this one is sentimental to me. If I were to lose this, however, I probably wouldn't buy the palette again necessarily, but I would buy some shades out of here. So I would probably buy this one and that one. And I like this gunmetal one. It's actually the one I've used the most. But in the past couple weeks, I've noticed that I'm starting to navigate. What's the word I'm looking for? I gravitate, that's the word, towards this one and this one. They're very, very pretty on the eyes. While I do like their mattes, mattes don't necessarily excite me. I think I'm good with like the basics for like mattes, you know, good transition shade, you know, a crease shade. Like I said, I like these, but would I go out and buy them again? Probably not, but I would get these shades again. Next, I have this custom, or I don't even know if you can call it custom, but this magnetic palette from Elate. And inside, it's kind of my, this is my face palette, but I have three eyeshadows in here. One of them being, sorry, just making sure I was in frame. These two are Natasha Denona from her Jubilee palette, the little, what do you guys call them? Quints. And then this one's from a China Beauty palette that I depotted. And I've been using this since like the end of October. I've been using this as a blush and this as a highlighter. Sometimes I'll use them as eyeshadows. Natasha Denona is a really good quality eyeshadow, as you may know already if you've been in the beauty space. This one I kept because I really love that like 1950s, 1960s, you know, silk Barbie or silkstone Barbie eyeshadow look, you know, just a pop of blue on the eyeshadow with, you know, some winged eyeliner. However, I used this the other day. I mean, I've used it like in the past few months, but I used it as a standalone, and I just found it very patchy. I had to apply it like 3 times to get like a good coating on my eyeshadow or my eyelids. And I was like really sad about it, or not sad, but I was just kind of like disappointed. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, if I ever were to lose it, great. So that one I would not miss. Would I purchase the Jubilee palette again? This one's a tough one because half the palette I really do like, and you'll see it in a little bit. And I've grown to really like this limoncello shade because you can't really see it on camera, but there's like these tiny little flecks of like green blue in it, and it's really, really pretty. But if I were to lose it in, I guess if I were to lose the palette in a fire or something, I wouldn't rush to go repurchase. So there's that. Yeah. And then the Soft Glam, this is a palette I've kind of described multiple times. It's a good staple. It's not a color story I gravitate towards really, just because there's a lot of like warm neutrals in it, and I'm not really keen on like warm shades, although they do look nice, don't get me wrong. Like if I use them, they look nice, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, I love that. But I've said that there's shades in here that I really do enjoy, so like this Dusty Rose, Mulberry, the Sultry I like, don't love, but I like. Orange Soda is a good staple for me that I like to gravitate towards. It's got one of the biggest dips in it. Anyway, I do have the Soft Glam 2, which is the miniature version of this, and that one I would go and repurchase, but I would not repurchase the full size Soft Glam. Okay, so I got this little guy, this little container or travel case. Let me take all the stuff out because I don't want to hold this lid open. Okay, so I have my single shadows. This one's a little bit more tender on the heart. I've grown to really love these. We'll start with the Victoria Beckham in the shade Mink. I love this eyeshadow. Okay, you know I like all the eyeshadows I own, but I love this one. It is super, if the camera will do it justice. And I'm going very light on the swatch. Like I'm not digging my finger in there. Beautiful. Okay, I love this eyeshadow. And I love it more than I thought I was going to. I'm so glad I picked it up. If I lost it, I would absolutely go buy this again, and it's not cheap. Okay, I think this is like $32 just for one eyeshadow, but I think it's worth it, so this would be a keep. Oh, I forgot one, sorry. So this one was a custom one that I put together. It's from this Revlon So Fierce collection. This one I like basically depotted another one, and I mixed around, or I pulled the colors that I did like. In the past like few weeks, I've noticed that I really enjoy this one and this one. These two, they're okay, I like them, but I don't love them. Would I go and repurchase these again? I would say no. Again, I like it, I do really enjoy these two, but my heart wouldn't be yearning for anyone. So, especially because these shades like are not dupable, but like you can find similar shades in other ones, and these are like, I think I compared this one at the end like as a drugstore dupe for the ColourPop single shadow. This one right here, it's called Rooftop Cocktails. This one, yeah, so it can be repurchased in different forms. So like it, wouldn't repurchase though, like if I lost everything. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, so this next one is from Auric, and it is in the shade Entice. This is their green cream eyeshadow. It looks kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Oh gosh, sorry, pregnancy brain. But it doesn't look that exciting in the pot, but when it's on my eyes, I really love it. I just really like that, like pewter, that's the word I'm looking for. It's like a green mixed with like pewter and like little flecks of like gold in there, and I really like it. And I really like the topper that goes with it too. Oops, gosh, I'm a hot mess right now, guys. It does elevate. It doesn't do justice. Sorry, I'm going very light. I'm not one to really like dig my finger in my makeup unless I'm applying it to my eye. I don't want to waste it on my hand, but maybe, I don't know, but I don't know if you can see that. It's really pretty. And yeah, so the question is, would I repurchase this? If I lost it, would I miss it? And the answer is yes, I would miss this. So yes, I would purchase this again. Okay, next up is this Urban Decay Solstice, I think they use Moon Dust, I think collection, I think is what it's called. This I got gifted as a Christmas present from my sister Rose. Sorry guys, I'm getting a wipe. I remember when she got it for me, I wasn't crazy about it because I was actually trying to product pan at the time, and I just felt like I had so many eyeshadows, and I was like, oh no, like not another eyeshadow. And then I opened it and I used it and I fell in love, and it is just so pretty. Ugh, I don't even know if my camera, dude, I'm operating out of a iPhone SE, the 2021, so I don't even know if that is capturing it. But anyway, this, would I repurchase? Absolutely. It sucks that Urban Decay doesn't have this packaging anymore, because I love this little, like, what do you call it, clamshell, you know, this little round. I like these circular ones, you know. I haven't actually like physically touched the new, like the little square plastic one. It just looks a little cheaper, you know, I don't know, but I would definitely repurchase the shade, and I'd probably try to find this version online. secondhand. Maybe like new to me, like new in packaging, but like secondhand, like somebody selling it brand new. So yeah, I would absolutely repurchase that. Next I'll do this ColourPop, what do you guys call it? Super Shock Shadow in the shade Rooftop Cocktails. I just mentioned this one. This one also super pretty. A little, it's almost kind of like that Urban Decay one, but a little lighter. And when it's on the eye, it has really pretty like purple green. The base isn't as strong as you can see, but it's got like that reflect, the same reflect, like purple green. This one's super pretty. I wore this on my wedding day. Well, I have 2 wedding days, but the one I'm officially recognizing is the one from last year. My husband and I got married in the Catholic Church. And so that's extra special in my heart. And I wore this that day, and would I repurchase this? Not just for sentimental reasons, but because I really do enjoy it and I feel really pretty. Like, I just love my eyeshadow look when I use it. So if I lost everything and I had to repurchase something, it definitely would be this. One of these would be, or this would be in my cart immediately. Next up in the Super Shock Shadows, I have Bay. This one I wasn't entirely sure if I was gonna get or not, because I was like, oh boy, this could go, it looks a little black leaning, which I do appreciate, and I really do like black eyeshadows, especially with glitter in it. But sometimes for me, like my makeup application level is not the greatest, and I kind of, when I try to do a deep smoky look on my eyes, it's like hit or miss. So anyway, I was a little nervous about this, but this is very, very purpley, and I love purple. Let me swatch it for you guys. I don't know if you can get it. That's really pretty. It's kind of like eggplant purple with some like blue flecks in it. You can see it's already kind of like drying out. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to put some emo oil on that. Well, at least this will swatching while, oh, that's making me sad, actually. I guess this would be a good time to ask myself, would I repurchase this? I would say yes, because honestly, like, when I look at it in the pan, it doesn't really excite me, but then as soon as I swatch it or I put it on my eyes, I'm like, yeah. So I would miss this. I don't know, I guess I'm kind of contradicting myself, because like it's like I want a collection where I'm like, when I immediately think of that shade, I'm like, yeah, like I love that shade. But I do know that once this is on my eye, I feel really pretty, so I would repurchase this. Next I have this, well, I guess this one wouldn't really, okay, sorry, I'm like jumping the gun here. So this one is a purchase from Etsy, and I had this in one of my last videos. This is like a multi-chrome eyeshadow. Oh gosh, I shouldn't even have even opened it. It's still messy. I pressed it in as hard as I could without like destroying it further, but obviously it's still a hot mess. It's still everywhere, so messy. I don't know what's keeping me from just decluttering this, because I guess just because I do get a lot of compliments for this. If I lost this, would I repurchase it? And the answer is no, and it's for 2 reasons. One, I can't buy this anymore. The Etsy seller, it's not available on her website anymore, or her page. And I'm not, like, it's really pretty, and I do get lots of compliments when it is on my eyes. However, it's not like something that I'm like, oh, what am I gonna put on my eyes that's gonna make me feel amazing? This doesn't come to mind. Yeah, hot take, because I know a lot of people really like those like multi-chrome shadows, and they are pretty, but they're just not my jam. Okay, sorry, I'm like, I feel like all messy now because stupid eyeshadow. I don't know, guys. I might do a declutter video later, which is crazy because I like everything I own, but I don't know, stuff like that I mentioned in my last video just irks me. Okay, so next is this is a new addition to my collection. It's the Sugar palette from Anastasiabeverlyhills, and I'm actually surprised I went and picked this up because when I first saw it, I was kind of like, eh, you know, but I'm glad I did. I was gifted a couple Ulta gift cards, so I decided to go use those and pick this up. I haven't used it yet, so I couldn't tell you if I would repurchase this. My eye immediately gravitates towards this like sparkly brown matte shadow. Automatically goes to these two right here. I could do without this pink one. I am very intrigued by this brown shadow with the pink sparklies in it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another video later with the update on this. But it's really pretty. I love this compact. I love this, you know, packaging. I think it's really pretty. Minimal, you know, no fuss. That's what I like about Anastasia, is that it's very, I don't know, it's kind of got a classy look to it, you know, but not taking itself way too seriously. So this is in the maybe, I don't know, because I haven't used it yet. To be determined, DVD. Okay. Next up is one that I've already kind of discussed on this video. So I'm not trying to get this all gross already. Soft Glam 2. I haven't touched this one yet. I was gifted this in Christmas 2023. And per my request, this is, would I repurchase this again? Yes, I would. Because I already know I like these shades from using the full Soft Glam palette. So yes, even though I haven't touched this one in particular, I would repurchase this, knowing that I would have my staples. You know, I like this Incent Brown. Noirs, you know, the black is really good. It's very pigmented. I can work with it. The Orange Soda is a really good one. And then these other ones are just ones I enjoy. Well, this one I can't speak to because I haven't tried Dreamer. But I heard it's from the Sultry palette, so if I remember correctly. So I would purchase that again. Okay, so I have this little Rowan single shadow. I bought this off of somebody brand new from somebody on Macari. This one's called Summer or Disco Eye Summer. I'm not sure which one it is. I bought this because I wanted to try out the Rowan formula because I've been kind of like, not so much anymore, but I remember being like, watching like Lauren May Beauty and being like, oh, do I want that, you know? Sorry, just checking if I'm still recording. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like, because she would say like, oh, it creases a lot, but she really liked the formula, like she liked the texture, she liked the look of it. So I was like, well, I don't want to commit to one of those palettes if I don't like the formula. So I bought this, but then it was brand new in the box, you know, still had its little mirror cover, all that. But then super dry. I do use a little bit of emu oil to soften it. There we go. There's a little bit of a better swatch. I think it's pretty on the eye. I do enjoy putting it on when I do get it soft. Would I repurchase this? No, I wouldn't repurchase it, even though I love the packaging. I'm starting to appreciate single shadows. But no, I would not repurchase this particular one. Okay. So this next one is from viseart. This one is the Violetta one. I like how I just let my American accent just take over. I guess I always get kind of intimidated with French. Even though it's kind of similar to Spanish with the love language and all that, but yeah, no, I don't want to butcher it further than I am. Oh, I don't want to be a poser, right? So anyway, this one, this is my second one. The first one I bought, my son got into it, completely destroyed it. So I bought a new one, and as you can tell, I haven't even like really touched it, but I do know the quality. Would I repurchase this? I would repurchase this. I love that shadow. I love this matte. Even though I don't use this shade frequently, it's kind of like that mulberry in Soft Glam. It's really good for deepening. I really like it. And then this gunmetal like gray. It's kind of like the one in that Paris Étoile one. This one, maybe not the same. I think the Paris Étoile one is a little bit more sparkly. This one's more metallic, but would be good for deepening. And yeah, so I would definitely repurchase this. I like the size of it, the shades. When I open it and I look at it, it just is like, wow. And I know I like the looks that I get out of this, so I would repurchase. Next is this LH Cosmetics Shimmer Saga. This one's really pretty. This one's more of like that, what is everybody saying now? Ethereal? It's, you know, it's a shimmer. It's got that kind of like angel, like out of this world, like fairy kind of look. And this is, okay, not gonna lie, this is kind of like that Bay from ColourPop. I don't necessarily like think of it when I want like a very beautiful eyeshadow look, but when I do use it, I am not disappointed. I really enjoy that love color. As you can tell, there's a pattern here. I tend to like those like raspberry kind of colors with the flip. That one's really pretty. I don't know if you can see it. I hope I'm in frame. I'm not good at this, guys. Would I repurchase? Oh, dang, I'm torn on this one. So I like that it's like, you know, all of them in one, and it's not like complicated with any mattes or anything like that. These are really good, like one and done, in my opinion. Would I repurchase? Let's just say I wouldn't like necessarily like miss it, but I do like it for what it is. So I'm leaning more towards yes, I would repurchase this, and it's not a cheap one either. I bought it secondhand, gently used, on Mercari. But I would have to buy another one, and it would probably be like run me like 45 bucks, I think. And I'd have to wait for it to come in because I think the owner is like from, what is it, like, sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, like Norway or something like that. She's not in the States, okay, so I would have to wait for this to come in. But I think I would repurchase. I think it's a really pretty color story. Like I said, these are one and dones. Could be built up with some matte, but I do enjoy it. Okay, this one's from ColourPop, Such a Starlet. This one, it's funny, I bought or I should say my husband bought me this collection from Jasmine Chiswell, I believe her name is. She's the Marilyn Monroe lookalike. I bought it mostly for the other one. I think it's like Hello Hollywood. It's the pink one. I have it. I'm gonna get it out right now. I bought it mostly for that one because it had the powder blue eyeshadow in it, and I fell in love with this one instead, so it was kind of ironic. And I'm glad that my husband got me the whole collection. I really love love this Allure and this Noir. The Sultry's pretty too. I'm not crazy about these type of shades normally, but I think these apply beautifully, and I would be sad if I lost this because ColourPop no longer sells this, and I would have to find somebody selling it online. I would try my darndest to find it again because I do really enjoy this when I use it, and I love the eye looks I get. So yes, I would repurchase, but God forbid anything happens because I really like this one. Too Faced, this one has appeared on my channel quite a lot. This was in my fall capsule. I said that I like 2 shades out of the whole 7. Would I repurchase this even though it's no longer with Too Faced? A lot of people do still sell it like secondhand. No, I would not repurchase this just for 2 shades, even though I think they're beautiful, this one and this one. But I wouldn't go out of my way to go get it again. And I know, as lovely as these shades are, sorry, I'm not doing it justice here with the swatch, but I know I can get that brownie green gold one again. This one, I'm not so sure. I probably could get this one again. Oh yeah, I'm sure I could find that one. So no, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it just because I'm not, even though the palette as a whole I like, and I think it's a really beautiful color story, I'm not gonna go find this just for the 2 shades that I love. Okay, here's the Hello Hollywood. This is the one I wanted. It's funny, I used this yesterday actually for an eyeshadow look. I used it twice this last week. I used it for the Cinema, this like powder blue. That look I really liked. It was just that simple, like I said, Silkstone Barbie, blue, pop of blue on the eyelid with the, you know, black eyeliner. I loved it. Then I went for a more softer look, more neutral. I put Golden Girl and then Bombshell in my transition, and then Picture Show as a deepening shade in the corners, and it was pretty. It was pretty. I liked it, but did I love it? No. Would I go out of my way to repurchase this? I love this packaging. I love the theme. Like I said, I'm kind of a sucker for that like mid-century look, you know, like theming. I don't know. I'm leaning towards no, I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase this, but I would definitely try to find this shade again, whether it's through ColourPop or someone else, this exact powder blue, because this is actually very different from, or not very different, but it's the proper blue. So like I said, I mentioned I kept this one from Trend Beauty, but you can see it's more of a greeny kind of aqua color. That is not the proper blue that I need. It's that one. So yeah, but yeah, quick answer, no, I would not go out of my way to buy this one again. All right, guys, here's the Mumbo Jumbo. I'm not gonna keep this in frame, but this is where the majority of my eyeshadow is, like my big palettes. That's in there. Okay. Why do I have a case inside a case? I don't know. I thought I was being organized, but I feel like I've complicated things. Okay, I'll just put this out of frame. Okay, so this one's Gothic by Cosmic Brushes. I think they're Cosmic Beauty now or whatever. I bought this brand new secondhand, or gently swatched, I don't remember, but got it for a good price, and from somebody here in the States, so I didn't have to wait for it very long. This one I haven't got a whole lot of use out of, but every look that I've the few looks that I've done from it I really like. But if I were to break it down, if I were to be completely, truly honest, I think that the shades that I love the most in this is Powerful, Phantom, Lace, and Pale Moon. This Immortal one's pretty on the eye. I don't know. See, I love this packaging. I love this theming. This was like a palette that when I saw, I was immediately drawn to, which is funny because I'm not really like crazy about like like I said, this like multi-chrome. That's actually really pretty. Dang it. See, this is why you can't be swatching stuff, because you'd be like, yeah, that's super pretty. To be completely honest, I would not repurchase. Not because I don't like it. Obviously, I like it. I have it in my collection. And I've liked the looks that I've made. But I feel like the eyeshadows that I am gravitating towards in here, I can get somewhere else. I would definitely be sad about this packaging though, because I really do like this palette. I like the size of it. You know, I was never like a goth girl per se, but I've always had kind of that darker noir like taste for things, if that makes sense. And this one definitely pulled me in. And I like that it's like their smallest palette. I don't like the big old ones. But anyway, to be completely truthful, I would not repurchase, but I definitely have an appreciation for it, and I would love it from afar, probably. Okay, so next I have this Glamlight Wine palette. This is like their purple, what do you guys call it? Monochromatic. I say, how do you guys say? Because I'm a newbie, relatively new to the beauty space. I like Glamlight's formula. There's shades in here that I really do like, which is mostly like the shimmer ones. Surprise. Would I repurchase this though? No, I wouldn't repurchase it. Mostly being because I don't need these many purples. There's like a few in here that I automatically gravitate towards, like Aroma, Earthy, that Merlot. I can get down with these other ones, but I prefer not to. Like I don't automatically go there, so I wouldn't repurchase this, even though I love a purple eyeshadow on my eyes. But I don't think that, like I said, I need that many purple mattes. These are really pretty though, the shimmering ones. So, but I could get that in the Bay from Colourpop, another palette perhaps. But yeah, so I wouldn't repurchase it, but I do enjoy Glamlight. Okay, so oh, and also about that Glamlight one, I don't know that I'd be able to buy it on their website anymore. It seems like they've kind of weeded out some of them. They've kept some of, they sell a couple of them, I think, but not their entire collection. I could be wrong, I don't know, but as far as I remember, you'd have to buy it secondhand. So the next one I have is this Natasha Denona Retro palette. This one is a relatively new addition to my collection. And I bought the Retro Glam, or not Retro Glam, Retro Glam, yeah. It's the like pastel-y green one with like the gold on it. I bought that one knowing that there were shades in it that I wanted, but because I knew I was gonna mix and match between the two, and I gave my sister the other one, the Retro Glam, and I've liked the looks that I've gotten out of this. But I haven't played with it enough to say whether I would repurchase this, which is kind of, if I were to repurchase this one, that means I would have to buy both. I'd have to buy this palette and the Retro Glam. And I don't know that I'd be willing to do that, even though I got these gently swatched off of Macari. I like the Natasha Denona formula. I think she's got some like shadows that are like way prettier on than they look in the pan. But would I repurchase this? Even though I love the packaging, I love this like pink, this mauve-y kind of gentle pink. I like the simplicity of it. I would say I'm leaning towards no, but I would try to get similar shadows. Like I like this Jude color. I don't even know which ones I switched out, to be honest, but I would try to get this one, that one. This is a nice transition. Groove is pretty. Final answer, no, I wouldn't repurchase it, but because this is kind of my own little custom palette, and I don't know, I'd be willing to buy both just to relive this one. Who knows though? Like I said, I need to play with it more. I reserve the right to change my mind, okay? This is another Glam Light one, Dirty Martini. You can tell these are all beat up. This one, okay. This one is different from the purple one, the wine one. I would go out of my way to repurchase this one. I think it's really pretty. I like that there's different shades in it. It's not completely monochromatic. There are pops of blue, there's pop of orange, which I don't really gravitate towards anymore. Like I said, like I wouldn't with that Rowan one, but this is pretty. It is pretty. And look, it's a lot more quality, a lot more quality. It has a lot more, seems to be more quality. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak English, guys. This seems to be, yeah, it's just, it has more quality than the Rowan one. It's pretty. I can work with it. But I love that chilled one, surprise. Crisp. This one looks really pretty on the eye, on the rocks. And these, I like these mattes. I do. I feel like these are good. I would keep these in my collection as good transition or matte or, you know, blending out shadows. So yes, I would repurchase this one. Next up's the Chocolate Martini one from Glam Light. This one, I've said in my other video that 2024 is kind of a brown taupey year for me. I don't see that changing this year, but who knows? Never say never, because honestly, like I said a lot of nevers in the past few years, and I have changed, my tastes have changed a lot. Kind of gotten over my experimental stage, and I'm kind of coming into my preferences. Would I repurchase this one? I would go out of my way to repurchase this one. This is really pretty. I like the majority of, I would say like 95% of this stuff here. I'm not crazy about these gold shades. They look pretty, don't get me wrong, they look pretty on the eye. But it's like one of those shades like, no, how do I say this? So I project panned a lot to the point where like I kind of reconditioned myself in a slightly negative way, where now I'm kind of like, I feel forced to use the stuff that I wouldn't naturally gravitate towards, but I'm trying to get out of that. So like if I were to use this palette, trying to actually like be like, yeah, those are pretty, but I don't need to use them because I feel like they're not going to get used. Like, let me actually use the ones I like Happy Hour, Extra Lit, that one's my favorite. Chocolate Liqueur, Vanilla Vodka I like, but it's yellow leaning when you put it on the eyes. Love these mattes. Yeah, so would I purchase? Yes, I would, and actually I do have a backup of this. So I know for sure I would repurchase this if I lost it. Okay, next is this Twilight from ColourPop. I kept the sleeve, which is not like me, but I was like, had it been the same as this one, I wouldn't have kept it, but nostalgia. This one was a gift from my husband when we surrendered to the scalpers that purchased all of these off of the website, made it out of stock, but my husband knew I wanted it, and he got me not the whole collection, but he got me the stuff that I basically asked for. So this 2 of the lip oils or lip balms, or whatever you call them, the lip glosses, I don't know. And then I think that's all I asked for, actually, out of that. Yeah, anyway, when I first saw this coming out, I was like, no, it's a gimmick. They're just trying to suck us into the nostalgia. And I looked at the eyeshadow or the color story, and I was not crazy about it. Even though I love greens, I love blues, even these taupey colors, I was like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. And the more I thought about it, and just like, my daughter started watching Twilight, and I was like getting sucked into that, and I succumbed to the nostalgia, not only the scalpers, but the nostalgia of it. And honestly, I'm not disappointed with this at all. Actually, I'm surprisingly pleased with this. Nothing against like Colourpop or anything, but I was just like, I really do enjoy these shades. I haven't had a single eye look that I haven't liked yet. So, yeah, but the question is, would I repurchase? No, I wouldn't repurchase this, even though there are shades in here I really enjoy, like Immortal, Prom Night, Edward, A Lion in the Lamb is really pretty. It's not one I would naturally gravitate towards, but yeah. Forever Young is nice. The mattes are good. I like them. They blend well. But if I were to lose it, I would be sad because my husband got it for me and that nostalgia of it, but I don't know that I would go out of my way to buy it again. So hopefully I don't lose it, but it wouldn't be my repurchase on my repurchase list. But I love you. I do love you. You have a special place in my heart. Okay, so a little bit more, guys. Okay, next. These are my last 2. Almost done, I promise. Oh, I guess this is a sleeve I kept, but I feel like that doesn't count because it's a CD, right? This is from Hip Dot. Their Corn, Follow the Leader. And my husband got this for me. He paid a pretty penny for it when it was sold out. You know, it's funny, we talk mad crap about these scalpers, but then we succumb to their hostage tactics. This is so cool. It's you know, looks just like the CD. My husband and I are metalheads. Well, he would argue I'm not. I don't know, I'm becoming old fuddy-duddy, but metal is still in my heart. If he plays something, I'm still loving it. So would I repurchase this? No, I would not repurchase it. And reason being is because the quality of this Hip Dot eyeshadow is not up to par for them. I feel bad because I was literally telling my husband this. I was like, you spent a pretty penny on this, and I do not enjoy the eyeshadow. I did a video on this one, and I was like, I think I just was enthralled with the whole concept of it, and I still am. Like, I opened this, and I love the color story. I love this. As you know, this is like the shadow from here that is actually good, and I love it. And like I said, I like that brown, like purple, green shade. But I wouldn't repurchase it just for that shadow, nor because it's Corn. You know, that's the thing I've been learning over the years, is that you can still love a band or a book or some kind of, you know, pop culture thing without needing to prove it through your through material means. You know, it's usually just like conversation and stuff. I don't know, I feel like for me, I always felt like the need to prove that I enjoyed something by owning a piece of merchandise, and I just don't think that's true anymore. So anyway, but while I do like this, and I want to really dip into that shade and really use it, I wouldn't repurchase this. This would not be in my list. Okay, so last but not least is this magnetic palette from Salt, New York, and I have some single shadows in here. Let's start over here. So these are my Natasha Denona. This is the other part of that Jubilee palette. This is the part where I'm torn, because while I wouldn't buy the Quint again just for those other two shades in my other palette, I do really enjoy these three. This is a beautiful matte. It's not at all what it seems to be. Oh, gosh, sorry, my hands are so dirty from the shadows. It looks really pretty on the eye. I do enjoy that one, but you know, I think I could get that something similar elsewhere. This one's really pretty. I think this is a very unique shade. It looks black in the pan, but it's like a really pretty blue. And then this one is the reason I really bought it, was because of this like icy blue. I'm kind of a sucker for these icy blues, even though I've been told it doesn't really suit me, but I don't care because I like it. But I think my answer still stands. No, I would not go out of my way to buy Jubilee again, even though I would be kind of sad because it is one I enjoy. But it wouldn't be one that I would like be itching to buy again. You see my fingers? My goodness. Make sure I'm still rolling. Okay, we're still rolling. Okay, so next, this is from that Trend Beauty palette that I was telling you about. I really like these ones. Unfortunately, as much as I really like these ones, and I should say love, I actually really love those. When I do think of like, do I want a beautiful look, I do think of these two. But they were part of that Trend Beauty palette, the Gimme More, and I would not go out of my way to repurchase that. They don't even sell it anymore. I could find it on Mercari, but I would literally be ignoring the entire palette just for these two shades. They are pretty though. And some people don't like this kind of formula, like the chunky look. And I get it, but I do enjoy that chunky. Sorry, dude, it's filthy. I like that one. It looks better on the eye, guys. I promise. Sorry, this is a highlighter from Salt, New York that I haven't finished up yet. And I apologize for how dirty these palettes are, but you can tell they're used and loved. These are all ColourPop shadows. These are relatively new to my collection. I bought them as singles. I love this one, Mr. Sandman. That one's really pretty. I would swatch it, but my hands are absolutely disgusting. And these wipes I have suck. I enjoy all of these. I would say maybe this Mr. Sandman more. I think this one's Glass Bowl. Yeah, Glass Bowl. And then I think it's this one, Get Crackin'. Those are the three I'd probably repurchase, but as much as I like these two as well, like Pretty Cruel, that's a nice one, but this one is very similar to the one I have in my viseart palette, kinda, sorta. I don't know if you can see that. They're very similar. They have like the matte with the sparkles in it. So I wouldn't feel the need to repurchase that, but yeah. And then I have like this like brown, this one doesn't really it doesn't really give a whole lot of that. I don't know. I feel like a charlatan right now speaking about these because I haven't used them a whole lot. Like I've used them a handful of times, but not enough to tell you that I would repurchase, except for those 3 I already pointed out. I don't know. Like I said, I reserve the right to change my mind later, so don't come for me later if you are a faithful watcher, but or viewer. Anyway, so yeah, that's the last of my eyeshadow collection. Let's look at the ones I would repurchase. So this one, this, this. I don't know if I should put there. I'll leave it there just for now. Okay, so I'd repurchase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single shadows. Okay, and then I'd buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 palettes again. And honestly, that's a really good size. I feel like that's a really decent collection. Like, it's very minimal, in my opinion. I know some people are like, no, minimal is like 1, but I don't know. This makes me happy. Like, looking at this, like, I would definitely go out of my way to buy these again. Shoot, man. I don't know. I'm kind of like getting that declutter bug. But no, I mean, why declutter just to declutter, right? I mean, I think a lot of people are starting to feel that way on YouTube in the beauty space. Don't be hasty with your choices, right? But yes, I guess this is more reference for me to, you know, if God forbid something happened with my makeup collection, this is what I would go out and repurchase again. They're tried and true. I love them. Minus this one, so I guess it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 palettes that I would repurchase. But I put this there because I haven't even touched it yet, so I don't know. That could very well go in the non-repurchase again. I guess I guess it would be 8 single shadows, right? 8 single shadows. Forgot about my colourpop ones. Yeah. So, but still, that's not too bad. So just imagine like 3 more right here. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Like this literally, like, I don't know, this aesthetic, for lack of a better word. I like it. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. At least I know now. I know now what I love and would repurchase. So thanks for hanging in there with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'm not sure when I'll post again because I am ready to pop. This baby's about to come out, and no, I don't know if it's a boy or girl yet. We're gonna find out on Saturday. We're doing like a very late gender reveal / baby shower. So, but yeah, hopefully I'll still be using eyeshadow because, you know, newborns just wear you out. But, anyway, see you when I see you. Bye.